Hey guys, welcome to Symphony's Walk with Grace. Pardon the appearance. I'm super sick right now. I'm about to go get meds actually. I'm just sitting in the driveway while I film this. But wanted to touch on Father's Day. We've been trying to make it a point to hit every holiday, as you know. Grace isn't with me this time. She's in the middle of moving, which is super exciting. She bought herself a house and she closed on it Friday, so we're all really happy for her. But this one's me flying solo, so let's hope I don't let you down without her, wisdom and everything. But I wanted to touch on Father's Day because, well, first of all, can't do Mother's Day and not do Father's Day, right? we don't play favorites. We love everybody. But second, I know a lot of people that struggle with this day. For one reason or another, some of them it's because their dads failed them. For some of them, they don't even know their dads. Some of them, their dads passed on and they miss them, so it hurts, and everything in between. So, when we're wishing happy Father's Day to everybody and, it's being put out there a ton, which is awesome. I mean, we need to honor that, I think, but we also need to be mindful of, what pains is that bringing up? Just like we talked about with the Mother's Day one, right? So everything is yin and yang, And, all right, so for example, the dad that passed on, you know what? You can mourn him, yeah, sure. But you also have these awesome memories. In the case of the person whose dad was never there and they never got to know who they were, in that situation, I would say try to focus on the positives. Like, did you have a male role model in your life that kind of took that presence for you to give you something to look up to, I mean, that's what a role model is. Did they love you anyway, even though they weren't yours? Or you weren't theirs, sorry. Like I said, sick, fog brain. This is rough. But, I mean, really, look at those things, Perhaps instead of wishing that you had a dad, maybe you go wish Happy Father's Day to the man who showed you what a man looks like. Or maybe the one who didn't have a good dad. I mean, yeah, that hurts. Like, I know people with abusive fathers. It's unfortunate, but I've helped quite a few people with issues in that department. And one of the biggest things I try to tell them on Father's Day, because for them, it brings up a sense of rage, especially if they've been mistreated. And so I tell them, how can we turn that thought process around, right? What can we do to turn that rage into a sense of positivity, a sense of peace, right? You don't have to like him. That's totally fine. You don't even have to celebrate him if you don't want to. If nothing else, at least you're alive, okay? If they gave you nothing else, they gave your mom the sperm that created you, okay? So they brought life to you. And I know that that's kind of a odd concept, yeah, but he did this, and this. I understand that. But at least you're alive, right? You couldn't be here to feel that way if that didn't happen. Doesn't mean you have to like him at all, okay? But at least he did one positive thing for you. If nothing else, at least there was one positive thing that he did for you, and that is that you have life. Now, hold on to that one positive thing, right? Because you're still alive. And you're still showing them, look, you couldn't knock me down. Okay? You hold on to that, but then you go and you look at, okay, same as the one who didn't necessarily have a dad, right? Who did give you that? Who did show you what being a man looks like? Who showed you as a daughter? Who showed you what a decent man in your life should look like, right? And that's what you hold on to. So, as a daughter for Father's Day, You know, for me, it's about like, okay, I was protected. I was taken care of. I went through some hardships. Don't get me wrong. Like, there was a time where there was definitely some hardships in that department. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. It's not an easy one to be able to, I guess, make it safe for all parties to share, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to have anybody feel a certain kind of way. That's not the point of these videos. So that's not what I'm doing here. But at the end of the day, like, I did have 2 role models, okay? I had mine and I had my stepdad. And we've shared about that part before. So while there was some negatives in both, there was also some positives in both. And I found myself in this really weird limbo place of like, I don't want to with either, but I want to with both. And I don't know how to feel about this because now I'm conflicting myself and I'm over here and I'm over here and I'm over here. And I'm just, it's like a tug of rope or tug of war, but with myself, right? So how did I get past that? Well, what's so bad about just having a little bit on both sides to love, you know? Everyone has flaws. Everyone makes mistakes. Everybody does something stupid at some point in their life, right? We don't know everything. We only know what we're shown, what's displayed, right? So instead of trying to look at it like one deserves it more than the other, or trying to figure out, you know, who deserves my gift, or no, I came to the realization that what I needed to do was just let myself love them both. There's no harm in that at all. And thanking them for what they've both done for me. So, and then, you know, if you feel like you need to stay distance, that's totally fine. You don't have to, you know, but really they brought life to us. Our parents brought life to us. So when we're celebrating Mother's and Father's Day, like, at bare minimum, in a way, we're celebrating our own life, right? So try to look at it that way, and I want to see if that helps. And I would love input, feedback, share your stories, share how you feel. You know, the biggest thing is that there's this misconception that holidays just have to be positive, and that's just what it is, right? But that's not necessarily true. There are going to be some that struggle. There are going to be some that are looking at me going, yeah, but what if I didn't have any of that? Right? In that case, that's okay. And I understand that this might be a rough holiday, but sometimes it's better. Like, if he was a real POS and would have just done horrible, horrible things to you and your mom, then maybe be thankful he's not. Maybe be thankful that she had the strength to stand up. And that goes same way for, you know, if the woman is the assailant. But maybe look at it like that, you know? Like, mom took the role of both mom and dad, and that's okay too. Celebrate that. Hey, Mom, thanks for saving our asses. I love you. You're a beast. That's fine too. So it's all about how you perceive it and what you choose to do with it. Hope that helps. I wish I could do more today, but like I said, sick, brain fog, it's a little rough. But I do hope that this helps, and know that you are loved, and know that mistakes are always going to be made. It doesn't necessarily mean that you did something wrong if you receive treatment like that either. I know a lot of children struggle with that. Like, oh, what could I possibly have done for them to not love me, right? That you didn't necessarily do anything. It's just, that's an unfortunate part of life. Some of us just don't get the upper hand. But you can still learn, and you can still teach and show and guide and lead a beautiful, bright life. So keep that in mind. And for those of you who do have your parents and who do get along with your parents, celebrate it, cherish it, Thank them. Thank them for not leaving. Thank them for not doing stupid shenanigans that affected you heavily. Thank them for showing you all these beautiful things in life. All right? And until next time, thank you for watching Symphony's Walk with Grace.